Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to Space Engineers for episode 2. So last episode we got our wind turbine up and running, and are starting to plan a basic refinery that we have some steel for, but we need a lot of resources for this. 100 steel plate, 20 construction pumps and motors and so on. And I think we started some of that in here. Did, but didn't get a lot of it done because we need a lot more iron. So we will have to mine a lot more still. Maybe we should look into if we can actually automate this mining stuff earlier, maybe before we actually get that refinery up. But I'm not sure if that's possible because the mining drills and whatever you need to actually get them into the ground is also expensive.
Inventory full.
You need to build pistons for, well, getting them into the ground and so on as well. Stop crouching, please. Let's go and put these resources into this.
Energy low.
Oh, we're low on energy. Good thing that we have a battery on our drop pod, and this survival kit also comes with a small display here that we can interact with and get energy. As well as oxygen and HP and maybe hydrogen. Yeah, I guess so. As long as it's connected to oxygen and hydrogen and power. Let's get these up as well. So we got all the computers at least. Maybe we should have a small look around to see if we can find some iron deposits or something like that. If you haven't played this, then you don't know that there's some scattered about. There's some stone above ground that contains deposit. Not all of them iron, of course, but at least we can try and mark those if we can find any. Sometimes that's hard of itself. And yeah, we can do all of this with our jetpack. Though we are... Oh, actually, we should be fine. You can see the hydrogen running low, but because we have this hydrogen bottle in our inventory, that will refill it. But that is also getting somewhat low, so we have to be careful and not go too far. Well, doesn't look like there's anything nearby. Or maybe they're just too heartless, but... maybe we should just go back and mine stone. For now. I will show what those deposits look like later, I guess. Let's fill this bottle back up, good. And let's fill my personal suit tank, whatever, back up as well. And get back to mine. Or just picking up everything that we have mined at least. One thing that feels a bit wonky in this is that you can sprint forward, but when you strafe as well, then it stops sprinting. That's a bit annoying. And of course, lazy that I am, I forgot to look through the last recording and the video and audio and everything was okay. Because I guess a lot of this would be very disorienting if the frame rate is not high enough and so on. I guess that it's annoying to look at, sorry about that. Just wanted to see how it looked in my OBS. Let's get some more resources for this. Oh, it's all processing the zone, so let's mine while it actually produces our useful stuff. Good, we are about full. Maybe we should talk a bit about all of the building stuff in this. Don't use that button, please. No, please. So we can get drills, but we can't yet because we enabled progression, I guess. Let's see if we can find them in this. We can get pistons already. Apparently. Where are drills? I feel like I've missed them several times now, but not too sure. Oh, there they are. So we need a refinery first, before we can get any drills done. So any automation, basically. Okay. So let's work on that still. But yeah, we needed these materials. I can't keep track of everything, I guess. And yeah, still not nearly enough. But we're getting there with the first steel plates at least. More mining to be done. Let's just mine a good part so we can just come back and grab all of the stone. I feel like this is still a bit loud. Or is it just me? And I can't really hear the music for some reason. That's a bit better maybe? Yeah, that's better. Maybe you can't hear the music for the drill, but at least we should be able to hear it whenever we're not drilling. And hopefully you can still hear me at least. Let's leave it as that for now. And as you can see, every time I do that... Oh yeah. Full... what's that? For direction of freedom, or whatever it's called. So there's nothing keeping you straight. When you go around, you can go upside down and go wherever you want. That can be a bit distracting at times. I'm sorry about that when I do that, but that's the game for you. But yeah, this has limited space, so we can't just put all the stone in that we want to. But we can try, anyway. Actually, I think it should be connected to this. Oh, we can't put stone in there either, never mind. So we will have to keep feeding this. What I tried talking about earlier when I couldn't find my drill and piston is that almost all blocks in this game has two different sizes. A teeny tiny small one and a large one like this grid. And you can't, not in easy ways at least, can connect those grids, but you can make small grid chips and have large grid bases like this, because the refineries and assemblers only come in large sizes. But a piston like this... Wait, that's not true, is it? It is only 10 steel, 10 construction harm. That doesn't seem like a lot. I think that's for the small, no? The small is even less. I thought this was more expensive, but I might be wrong. Maybe it's just that the large steel tubes are very expensive. Oh well. But yeah, these only have large grid sizes, I guess. Wait, did I place this wrong, or are these supposed to be the yellow thingy? Does this look right? Yeah, it does. Never mind. So, what we'll start with, the first vehicle we'll build, just like this one, will be a small grid vehicle. Because that's less expensive. And that was already what we mined, I guess. Unless the server cleaned it up. Let's keep mining, I guess. And I guess we just keep moving down in a basically straight line from the entrance up there. Not really for any real reason. I don't expect to find iron or anything down here, but I just don't want the hole up there to be too big, and well, it's nice to be able to just run up and down with a no. I think this will actually get cleaned if we leave it there for too long, so that get some of it in there. And by clean I mean removed, to limit the physics object that the game has to calculate the physics for, I guess. Oh, my inventory is full as well, of course. Let's get all of that and put it in here. Let's let it finish this a bit so it can also produce some construction compensation for us and some engines, or motors, sorry. Margin. Wait, didn't we need more construction pump? Yeah, we only have 11 of 20. Didn't I make 21? Or did I only make 11? Maybe I only made 11. Let's make another 10 then. And when that is done, we put more stone into here. So now, what else did we need for this? Just more steel plate, but now it should be functional, so we can actually start putting stone into this instead. And that should have a lot more space, and it's probably more efficient as well, I think. Or at least it's just faster, which is also helpful. Though it will be limited by the power that this wind turbine can make, of course, so we need one more of those, I think, before we can also power a assembler. And I think with the refinery we can just put stone directly into that and it will refine it into everything that we actually need. Yeah, it does. Okay. Let's put this stuff in here. Keep that. So now we can actually... We don't really need to take this apart, but we can take some of it apart. Mantling these thrusters will actually give us a lot of stuff. maybe that's something we'll need, but let's wait a bit, I guess. We still need the ship for actually producing stuff, because we haven't made an assembler yet. So we can't produce anything here. What is the cost of an assembler? Does this have more than one connection? No, so let's put it over here and see if I can line it up with that. I can. Steel plate, okay. 60 steel plate, 40 composition, let's start with that. 60 of those. Let's go with 39 of these because we have one in our inventory. And of course that means we need... Oh, come on. Some of the iron from here. I guess we still need these down there actually. So let's put that back. And this be down here? Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Let's go back to mining while that is producing. And just mine a good bit again. And yeah, again, this is just very grindy at the start. And so that's just how it is. I still feel like this is an important part of the game. This is where you want to try and optimize your workflows and such. And maybe when you feel like you have optimized everything you can at the beginning, then you start wanting to just get into the mid-game earlier of Aster. But for now, I'm happy with this. Oh yeah, we just feed this new refinery a lot of stuff. It can almost keep up with us, which is a lot faster than the old refinery on the dropship. Oh, I guess it was just a survival kit, but yeah, this is a lot nicer. And it leaves the dropship's survival kit to make steel plates for us. So yeah, each steel plate is 7 iron, I think. Yeah. And we only gave it a 250 or something like that, so maybe that's enough. Yeah, we have enough for these at least. But probably not for the construction composition, so let's get back down here. Don't worry, as soon as we get the assembler up, we will start working towards the mining drill instead of this. And then we shouldn't have to do this basically ever again. Though we will probably mine in some iron deposits or something like that. Whoops. Let's grab all of this steel plate construction comp and put up a basic assembler as the board there. Yep. More construction comp, 10 motors, 4 displays. 10 motors, 4 displays. Let's put that in when we get back. And bring this stuff. Uh, 10 motors. 4 displays? Is that it? My memory is not the best.
Inventory full.
Get this back up there. Give it
Energy
all.
low.
And low energy again. Oh, we forgot to see 80 computers. That's the next step. Good. Almost there. Let's get back down in the mine, I guess. Because even with the assembler and refinery done, we still need more iron for the drill and the piston before it is automated. And even then we also need more iron to actually get the resources from the drill and to the processing area. It isn't done on a belt like in Victoria, but in tubes, some that can carry infinity amount of resource, I think.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
There really isn't a reason for me to be conservative with my jetpack, so maybe I should just get used to using it more, because we have ice all around us, so we can make more hydrogen for it. Oh, and I forgot to charge up my suit. I guess having this flashlight on at all times is draining it faster than it would otherwise.
Inventory full.
Oops. Maybe we should widen that tunnel a bit. I should get that back up as well. Oh, come on. Let's power up. Maybe turn the flashlight off. It's mainly only useful underground. I'm not sure if we're near the North Pole or something, or one of the poles in general, I guess. Since it's so light out, even if the sun isn't up yet. It hasn't really been that dark, but yeah. It could be that we're just very far north or south. Let's grab those and get this operational. So now we should be able to go to production here and make everything we would ever want there instead of down here. So let's grab that stuff. Oh, all inventories. And can you not select that one? Like that. So now we can produce stuff here. We need some steel plates to get another column like that. It's called a column. beam. Pillar, I mean. It's probably the correct word there. I want one over here somewhere. Not sure how much space we need in between them, but yeah, let's get some steel plates. And what is it though? These cut interior plate. Okay. Let's put it over here. Think it was 5 high, yep. And put one of these on top. So we need 8 motors, 20 composition. Actually, maybe it's a bit too early to work on another one of these. I have the power I need. I just experienced in an earlier game that one of these wind turbine wasn't enough to power the assembling machine. But maybe we should just tear this down again for now and think about mining instead. So let's get a drill into our hotbar or toolbar. So yeah, as you can see, these are quite big, but they can't move on their own, so we need a one of these piston on top of them. And it will need at least at some point to be connected to the base for us to transport the resources back there, so I guess we'll just do that already. I think we have enough iron to, or steel plates to just build out from here. And we will just make it a bit taller, I think. We can always redo this later. But we will have this drill hanging from above like this. Not sure if this is enough space, because you want to leave space for even more than one piston. Wait, what? What? Okay. So there's also a merge block in this thing for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let's put this at the end like this, I think. Because there is a connection port, as you can see on the end of this, and we will need to attach tubes to that, or whatever they're called, transport. I don't remember what they're called. Conveyor system something. And we don't have those yet, so never mind about those right now. But we will need those here later at least. Just trust me on that one. Good, so we need that piston and then we need a drill. And as you can see, that also has connecting ports. And the piston also has one at the extending end, though you can't see it on this. But it does. Come on. Why is this so flimsy? Like that. Let's start with the piston, I guess. So we need more steel plate, construction comp, large steel tube, motors and computers. I won't be able to remember all that, so let's just start with the steel plates. We already have some construction comp and motors, but probably not enough. I don't remember any of the numbers anymore either. Oh, this seems to be quite enough. We just need 4 large steel tubes. And those are pretty expensive. Actually, it's not that bad. Is it just that they're heavy? 25 kilograms. As opposed to 30 kilograms, but that's for 10, I think, right? Oh. Come on, give me all the inventories. And we need more iron to get more of these steel tubes done. Where is the hole? Let's put that flashlight back on. Just mining a bunch here. Good. Good, that's all of the large steel tubes for the main part of the piston machine. For this piston to work, we also need to attach the top piston part, which is more steel plates and 8 more steel tubes. Let's make 10 of those and let's just keep it at 8 of these. And let's go grab some more stone. Good. We really shouldn't be carrying around a lot of materials like this because they waste inventory space, but let's just keep them for now. And we still need more iron. Oh well. Oh, I entirely removed my UI, it seems. Oh, so it can actually become operational without all of those tubes. That's scary. So this drill can now be extended. Like that. It's not very useful because the drill isn't doing anything yet, but it can extend what it calls 15 meters, which is about 3 times that length, or twice that. Which is not a lot to begin with, but it's an okay start. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!